Crypto is on the brink of extinction. As I talked about yesterday with Bitcoin, it's not looking good. But today, we're digging out of the hole. Let's dig in. H2O is good. Taking a break from coffee today because I'm already very tired. I had coffee this morning, worked out, my legs are numb. I'm gonna have to roll around in a wheelchair the rest of the day. We're looking at 2 coins today, Classic and Vechain. Both of these butt nuts are on the brink of not falling, but blasting off. And I'm gonna show you why, looking at the charts and taking a look at these indicators that I'm watching and why I feel this way. Let's dig right in. So first things first, we're looking at Classic here. Looking at the chart, we see that it had this massive run up and people are wondering, will something like this happen again? Can it blast off that high Eiffel Tower and come all the way back down? And the fall down is actually slower than the climb up, which is impressive. That shows you have a lot of people buying on these dips, funneling more money into here, and eventually it starts to level out and go sideways. If you look at these charts, you can see these things. If you're just looking at the price, you're gonna be lost. You're not looking at anything. So that's why I like to look at these charts. I stare at them all day long. So we got strong bottom here at 58.97, somewhere around there, 59. Strong support because it hit there many times around this area, over here, broke through, over here, and over here. Couldn't fall through, so we have strong support here right around 59. It's looking good. Now the question is this gonna run up? And why would it run up? It's gonna run up because it's looking very good on the technicals. If we draw a line coming down here, we can see that we're in a triangle. I'm just gonna pull this to the peaks, and we're actually very close to this happening. We got over here, it's very close to here, 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 and now here. And it's actually starting to inch through it. Now, once it breaks through this little triangle, this wedgie wedge, it could potentially blast off and run all the way up. Of course, with resistances along the way, like right here is a big one at 80. We got another one here at 100, and then another one here at 130. So we got resistances there that could prevent this from just rallying aggressively. It's gonna wave and do what it's supposed to over time. It's looking very good in this range, but there's of course a bearish scenario where this could go very south. So if it gets rejected here, it could come down. If it falls below this line, we're in the toilets. It's gonna head straight down to the next support, which is all the way back down to where it originally began the rally at 30. So we don't want that to happen. I don't think that's gonna happen because Bitcoin is trying to make a recovery. I talked about this one yesterday. Bitcoin, oh my God, look at all these drawings. Bitcoin is in this critical area at the support line right here. It has to not fall below that, and it actually bounced off. It's lingering. It needs to push up over 38, over 40,000. Whoops, over 40,000, and then we're good. We're back into a bullish trend. Now, if that happens, ETC will probably be in the 90s or 100 range if Bitcoin could hit back over 40. Now, looking at Vechain, I think this one's gonna move very similarly to Ethereum Classic. I think they're gonna move together in parallel. They're both hard runners when the market rallies. And we got strong support right now at 0.095, 10 cents, somewhere around there. Strong support. Crypto is very volatile, so it's hard to find exact support because it does dip through, dip through, dip through. Now, zooming in to find out when it's gonna break out, it's actually inching up right now. It's up, I think, 5%. Yeah, it's up 5.6%, looking good. Its first resistance test is at 14 cents, so it's very close. I think most likely it's gonna hit that. It's at 13.2 right now. It's gonna hit that, and it's either gonna get rejected, come back down and try again, or fall below. Or if we're bullish, which I think we are, because we're at that critical point. If it fails now, crypto's done for a few more months, maybe a year. And I don't think the hedge funds, the toots, the whales, the fish are gonna let this happen. I think they're gonna save it. They're trying to get it as low as possible to get those great prices right at the brink of extinction, and then they're gonna juice it up. That's gonna rally. So I think we're gonna have more likely a bullish move. It's eventually gonna test it and break out 16, maybe 18, maybe even 20. That would be crazy, but this is gonna happen probably over the entire month, maybe into July, if we do go bullish in the crypto market. Here's some photos I found of the Miami conference for Bitcoin 2021. Bunch of butt nuts showed up with sharks and fancy cars, playing basketball, having a good time. I think it was the biggest turnout they've ever had. So it's only growing. All these people, they're all buying now. They're loading up. They're keeping it alive. Jack Dorsey was there. Here's what he had to say.
And it's so rare and so unique. So anything that we can do to build it and to protect it, we're down to do.
You recently personally launched a new fund with Jay-Z, where you guys dedicated 500 Bitcoin to help the Bitcoin ecosystem in Africa and India.
And when I saw the reports of Nigeria considering banning Bitcoin, when I saw the reports of India considering banning Bitcoin, is a reminder that we could use a lot more help developing around the world. Talking to Jay about it, Jay loves Bitcoin. He goes very deep on what he loves. He believes in it. And he also believes in this idea of making sure that if we're going to create a money for the world, it has to be developed around the world.
Here's what the Winklevoss twins talked about. They were also at the conference, had some interesting things to say about the price targets they have on Bitcoin.
We still think it's at least conservatively a 10x from here. So even at 35,000, it feels like a really good buying opportunity long term, because we think at a $10 trillion market cap, we think one Bitcoin will be worth $500,000.
So big price target from the Winklevoss twins, $500,000. Big numbers. So not much else in the news, just crypto popping off. We're gonna get back to stocks on Monday, tomorrow, and crypto, we'll see if that gets saved. So a lot of interesting things happening. Hit the subscribe, hit the like if you want to see more of these, and I'll be back on the coffee start tomorrow. But hopefully I could walk. Oh, I need that. So that's it for today's video. Quick little short video talking about Vechain and Ethereum Classic. I think they're both going to be the ones that are going to blast off and do a nice rally. Probably more leaning towards Classic because it's in that nice triangle. So once it busts out of there, which it's probably going to happen today, it could go on a nice run into the 80s, into the 90s. So looking good. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe here if you're new to the channel. Don't forget, by hitting that button, it's doing magical things. It's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.